Fortune favors the prepared mind. This is the Design to Win podcast, episode 5, and I'm your host, C. Ruth Taylor, and we're here to share entrepreneur secrets and keys to winning your life and career. I'm a Jamaican entrepreneur, best-selling author, and indie publisher, as well as career coach. That's a mouthful, right? Today, I want to talk about readiness to publish. Are you ready to publish your book? Or do you think you are ready? And in this case, on this podcast, we talk about non-fiction books. When someone sends a publishing query, I normally send them a one-page pre-publishing checklist. And that has 7 items that they need to look at to see if they're ready to publish. And I'm going to go through some of them today, if not all of them. Let's see. Number 1, I asked them about manuscript completion and the type of book they're writing. Number 2, I questioned them about their word count. 3, where are they in terms of editing and proofing? 5, I questioned them in terms of publishing format and if they have what they need in the book. Then we talk about interior development, layout for print and ebook, ISBN cover development, promotion, marketing, and sales plan. And I question them about their audience. So I'm going to use this podcast to go through all of those. Hopefully, we can wrap up in 10 minutes. All right, number 1. Manuscript completion and book type. First of all, what kind of book are you writing? What genre is it? If you think you're ready for publishing, then check. Have you finished writing the book? Where are you in the process? Is this a fiction or a non-fiction book? Have you converted your manuscript to proper manuscript formatting? And in my book, Authorpreneur Secrets, I go through that and I give you resources to be able to put your book in proper manuscript formatting before you submit it to an editor or layout technician, otherwise known as typesetter or formatter. Then number 2, word count. How many words have you written? At Extra Mile Innovators, all our costing is based on word count. And if you're going to edit, if you're going to use Fiverr and other services or Upwork, normally editors charge per word, some per page, but generally it's the word count and it should be rounded off to the 10,000th. So the more words you've written, the more it's going to cost you in terms of editing or formatting. The average editing rate out there is $10 per 1,000 words, or sometimes $25 per 1,000 words. At EMI, we charge per 10,000 words. Of course, we're offering ridiculous prices because we're trying to help struggling authors. So believe it or not, we would charge like copy editing services between $15 and $30 per 10,000 words. I found an amazing partner who is a professional, who's been in the industry for over 20 odd years, has a master's in English. He and his wife are authors, and we've partnered together, ND Author Services, and so I'm able to offer these amazing rates. Unbelievable, without compromising quality. All right. So what's your word count? Because the cost will be based on that. So if you're going to see a publisher or you're interested in publishing, we're going to ask you about the word count. Number 3, editing and proofing. Have you done any personal editing? Who else has vetted your work? Even if you're a professor of English at the college level, you're going to need some proofing. You may want to copy edit yourself, but there are 2 levels of editing that are normally needed. You need a developmental editing, where we check for structure, logical flow. Is the book, you're making the case that you want it to make? Is it solving the problem for the reader and all of that stuff? And then there's the line or copy edit where we're checking grammar, spelling, sentence structure, that kind of thing. So have you done that? Then there is proofing. And it's best if it's proofed by someone who did not edit it, because you need fresh pair of eyes. And there are different levels of that. I'm not getting into that, but where are you in terms of editing and proofing? Number 4, what publishing format are you going to produce? An ebook, audiobook, or print book, or all of them? And are you planning to use endorsements? Are your endorsements ready? Are you planning to use a foreword? Is your foreword ready? Have you contacted the persons who will do these things? And you have to have those in place, or get them in place before the editing of the manuscript is complete. Because once you start, you get to the formatting phase, you should not be adding anything to the content. The next one, A, B, C, D, E, we're at number 5, interior development or layout. Don't try to pre-format your book, as I said before. So if you want a 6x9 book, don't try to make the book look like a book. Submit your book in manuscript format. At its basic level, that includes double spacing, making sure that the margins are 1 inch all around, you're using a letter size page, you are entering your headings instead of, you're using insert page headings and those kind of things. Get my book, it is in there. But you need to know that, because the ebook is different from the print book. So which format are you going to use? Which publishing platform do you intend to use? Are you going to use pictures? If so, those pictures need to be of high quality, at least 300 dpi. I think that's what, dots per inch or something of the sort. I am not the expert, but 300 dpi at least. You want good quality picture. What about the ISBN or cover development? Are you going to use a free ISBN? Are you going to buy an ISBN for your print book? Because the ebook doesn't necessarily need the ISBN. And where will you get it? Who will be your graphic artist? Where are you going to look for that? And in terms of your back cover copy, have you started writing that? And that needs to be written in a special way. So where are you in terms of cover design? You have to check off all of those things, because these are all the things that go into it. So that's number 6, ISBN and cover development. Number 7, the final one, promotion, marketing, sales plan, and your audience. Who are you writing for? What is your message? And who is your audience? What problem are you solving? Once you know that, then that will ensure that in writing the book, I hope you would have made it reader friendly, reader centered, and that will give an idea how to market your book, because it's not just about writing it and publishing it on the different platforms, be that Amazon, Ingram Spark, Lulu, or you're using aggregate platform distributors like Draft Digital and others who will get your book on multiple platforms. You're going to have to come up with a plan. Don't just think that because you publish your book on Amazon that it will automatically sell. And in order to get readers to read the book, you need to know in the book itself who is your target audience. What is the central message that you're sharing? And then now you come up with creative ways to get them to hear that message. Or are you building a business around the book, and how is this book tied to it? So all of those things you have to consider when you go to publish. So let's run by the checklist again. Is your manuscript complete? What kind of book are you writing? That's number 1. Number 2, what's your word count? How many words have you written? Number 3, where are you in terms of editing and proofing? Have you done your personal editing? Have you contacted a professional? Your publishing format, how are you going to publish it? Audio, print, or ebook? What about interior formatting? Who's going to do that? ISBN and cover development, is that in place? And your promotion, marketing, and sales plan, you need to be working on that as well. So that's the publishing checklist. It's one page, and you can get it in the link below, the description below in this video. I give it away for free, and that's that. So remember, 14 favors the prepared mind. This is Ruth Taylor reminding you that life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by design. So create a design to win today. And ta for now, until next time.